All right. Great drumming in unexpected places. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I was listening to some old stuff I used to listen to, and this song came on, and it sent me back. I like zapped back in time to 2002 when I'm at like the peak of my like punk band playing, and I'm listening to tons of punk, tons of Lagwagon and RKL and No Effects and Bad Religion. But Bad Religion comes out with a new album called The Process of Belief, 2002. And up until then, their drummer was Bobby Shayer, and he got a shoulder injury, left the band. They replaced him with Brooks Wackerman. Brooks Wackerman is the brother of Chad and John Wackerman. Chad Wackerman played with like Zappa and Men at Work and Barbra Streisand, like all kind, James Taylor, like all these. He's got like a crazy discography. Like the dude's a total legend. DW artist. I actually saw him at DW Day. He was walking around. I was like, oh shit, there's Chad Wackerman. Saw Kenny Aronoff. There's Kenny Aronoff. Whatever. And these guys, their dad was a jazz drummer. So shout out jazz drummers, making more good drummers. So the Wackermans, I mean, how could you have a better drummer name to be like Wackerman? Like, I'm whacking drum. Like, you might as well be Peter Paradiddle. Brooks Wackerman was a drummer. He played with Infectious Grooves, Suicidal Tendencies, Tenacious D. He's the current drummer of Avenged Sevenfold, who's a band some of you may have heard of. So they've got a crazy discography, this family. But on this song, the drum intro is unlike anything that I had ever heard on a Bad Religion song up till that point. Because like when you think of Bad Religion, what beat do you think of? You think of the like medium fast standard kind of punk beat, like invented basically by, I don't know about invented, but it's like that standard kind of medium fast, a little hiccup in the bass drum punk beat. And while having like cool drum parts, and Bobby was a great player and the band is obviously like legendary, this one song in particular struck me when I heard it in 2002, and it still is one of my favorite drum intros to any song, is this sick thing that he does. So let's just listen to it real quick. So sick, so clever, so awesome. And so like, why is it unexpected? Well, this is like the opposite of punk. It's basically like a very dressed up one drop. If you don't know about the one drop is a reggae style of playing. Like you play a reggae beat, and the whole idea behind it is to have no one. You eliminate the one, you drop the one. And the emphasis is on the 2 and the 4 with the bass drum and the snare together on 2 and 4. And you play all your fills, and everything that leads into the next section has no downbeat. You don't want to hit the 1. You want to either play your fill and end it on the end of on 4 or the end of 4, or play over the bar line, hit it on 2. And that's exactly what he's doing in this. He's playing a one drop, but it's like a drummer's wet dream one drop, because it's got all these really cool paradiddle patterns in it. The way I hear it is this is all just in 4/4, and the bass drums are on 2 and 4. And I'm gonna just conduct it so you can see that it all lines up with when the band comes in and they go into the first verse. So it's gonna feel weird to count it this way, but it all lines up eventually. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4.
Father, can you hear me? How have I let you down? I curse the day that I was born, and all the sorrow in this world.
So to me, it has that very backwards, you know, like the time has been turned around. It's everything is so kind of disjointed and syncopated, and where is the one, you know, like classic Garrett Miller drums head shrinkers, like where's the one? Well, I believe that bass drum is on the 2 and the 4, which makes it just such a cool way to start a song, is to like have that beat turned around, but he also adds all these super flavorful paradiddles between the hi-hat and the snare, the cross stick, which is so one drop. It's so one drop. And that's like the complete opposite of punk, is like reggae. Although, you know, you hear a lot of ska and reggae influence in like No Effects, Less Than Jake, a lot of other bands from that time. But this is 2002, and it's Bad Religion, who don't get into that kind of thing. So it really comes out of left field to have this drum intro played so clean, so technical, and I just love it. I just love it. I just think it's so good. And then when it gets into the verse, that sound kind of weird. They sound kind of funny, right? And it's because they're shortened. So the verse is, we could say it's a bar of 6 and then 2 bars of 4 or whatever it is. Or it's like a bar of 4 with a quick 2 bar and then it goes to it. So it's... Right? So it's totally unlike what a lot of punk bands do. A lot of punk bands are straight up just like, this is the verse, this is the chorus. And so it creates, it continues that like uneasy, it's not uneasy, maybe it's uneasy, whatever. It's like, it just adds this cool element to the song that is unlike anything else. So it's completely unexpected. You're like, what is happening? Like, why does this feel short? Well, it is short. Why does this feel disjointed? Well, it is disjointed because he's playing syncopated rhythms on his hands and he's dropping a bass drum where it feels like it's a downbeat, but it's not a downbeat because it's on the offbeat, but the guitars are on the downbeat, and it creates this really, it's just cool, like soup of syncopation. And I love it. I think it's awesome. I hope you check it out. This is one of my favorite, like, great drumming in unexpected places moments, because when I was listening to this album in 2002 and I'm like, oh, sweet, new Bad Religion, and this came on, I was like, whoa, this is unlike anything I've ever heard on a Bad Religion album or any punk band album. And so it was totally unexpected, and it's great drumming from Brooks Wackerman. And I hope you check out more of his stuff and their stuff, because they're absolute legends. So that's it for today. I'll be back with more. Peace.